Well, hey everybody, what is going on? Well, you know, this is the Adventure Outdoors channel, so what that means is when I'm outdoors, I'm always seeking adventures. Such was the case this past weekend. I was in an area that I know pretty well, but every now and then I will see a road or an area and I will go down and explore it. So this past weekend, I saw a little road that I did not know existed in an area that I know very well. So I went down the road to see what was there, and when I did, at the end of the road, this is what I found. I found several, actually 6 of these gigantic, I'm assuming they're 18-wheeler brake drums. There's some up there in the front of the Suburban. The reason they're spaced out like that is because I had to travel back home and I spaced them out to kind of balance the load. These are gigantic. Someone had thrown them on the side of the road. I couldn't believe it. Now, I don't know anything about these things. I don't know the condition. They look pretty good. You know, I don't know if the inside is bad or if they could be turned or whatever. I'm not really a mechanic, so I don't care. So what I'm going to do is take these down to my local scrap metal plant today and cash them in and see what happens, see what kind of money I can make off of this awesome find. Now 4 of these are literally over 100 pounds each. Now some of you may ask, Steve, how did you get these into your truck? Well, what I did is I used my massive biceps to lift them up with one hand while I was eating a sandwich with the other hand, and that helped balance me out. Now it's literally been years since I took anything to the scrap metal place. I don't know the process, so I'll just have to learn it when I get down there. I assume that they will weigh my truck going in and probably weigh it after I've unloaded it to get the weight. And you know, I think this stuff is probably iron. I'm not even sure what kind of metal it is, but ought to be a learning experience. So I'm kind of curious as to how the whole process works now. All right, check it out. Here's the place right here. So here's where you go through and you weigh your vehicle, and then I guess they weigh the vehicle when you leave again to determine your weight that you're leaving in scrap metal. My name is Steve Sharon. When you get yourself weighed, they give you a ticket, and it looks like my gross weight is 6360, and it says received as sheet iron. So there you go. So I'm waiting in line now to actually unload the metal. So now we've pulled up to a little booth, and there's a man out here who seems to be inspecting our load, and I guess authorizing it or whatever. I've reweighed myself. I don't know what it is yet until I get to the booth. So I'm going around now to get my check. All right, so let me explain the process. You weigh yourself again, and then you go up to the booth. You have to show them your driver's license, sign a receipt, and then they give you a receipt that now I'm going to some kind of an ATM machine right outside of the property. I'm gonna scan the receipt, and I'm assuming it gives me cash. So my total weight is 600 pounds. The rest of the process was pretty easy. The receipt has a barcode. You go over to the ATM machine, you scan the barcode, and out spits the money. So I know what y'all are waiting on. You ready? $29. Y'all are witnessing something special. You have watched the beginning of my metal scrapping career and the end of my metal scrapping career all in one video. All right, I'll see you later. Bonus footage. All right, while I was there was a car right behind me, and there was a man and lady couple inside the car. The car was a Chevy Tracker. All right, you know how small those cars are? How much scrap metal could have been in the Chevy Tracker? Well, as I was looking at the people, they were real skinny. Their eyes were dark and kind of sunk in, and the girl especially was like fidgeting, you know, doing all kind of stuff. So I'm assuming crackhead.